On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bears 28, Saints 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Made at the 36-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tackled by Leo Chanel. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run here with Hall. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the Saints' 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And 7.
Hall again. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Saints.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Shuck now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take possession already in the
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward? As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. That's just a big-time play.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To the air once more is Milton. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
He'll go again with Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
At the 49-yard line.
On the run, here's Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. A run here with Hall. There he goes. Inside the 30. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run. It's Hall. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. And they won't get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
On 1st down, here's Milton. Moving outside the pocket. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking out of the gun is Milton. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Throwing again is Milton. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. He just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Milton going to look to throw it again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with Dare taking those points.
And he'll be taken down as time runs out. We've come to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
At the 41, it's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Hall. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Give up the middle with Hall. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Devin Bush there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. They'll have it. 1st and 10. RPO. That one is complete. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Hall. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
It's first down, and it's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Another try, second and 10.
At the Eagles' 14-yard line.
And they will not be able to get another play off, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for second down. Here's Hall. And nothing doing here. Will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll run it with Hall. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So now the veteran Nick Folk with an important kick. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to find Marvin Harrison Jr. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. On the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
On 48-yard line.
Here's first down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And the timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This to win the game. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jackson now to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll run. This is Hall. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down. Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. Down the right sideline. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Drive rolls on here with 1st down and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
From the gun, here's Milton. Quick hitting slant there. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Out to his right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Trying to find Marvin Harrison Jr. See what they have for 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Milton. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Now Milton. And they have done it. Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
Ball on
and
the 39. Here's 2nd
39-yard line.
and 6. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Third down, here's Hall. A big hole. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, they sure picked a good time here, Mike, to come up with a play like that. It was a back-and-forth game the entire time. And you figure, who's going to make that one big play in overtime to win it? Well, that was obviously the play, and what a way to finish off this game.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 20-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Able to avoid him at the 40. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Colts 31-yard line.
Paul again. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 50 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Give up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. Here is 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
A give running right is Hall. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Nick Folk for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Colts nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
The stop made by Gerald McCoy. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Bailey on the covering.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rodgers now to throw. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Hall.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
First down.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Michael Dixon set
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
To throw is Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third. He closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing is Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
27 yards.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This is caught.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for a Colts first down.
On first and goal, Washington. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Here's Rodgers throwing to start the drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Thornton, 60 yards. And the Colts have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Chicago.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. This is Hall. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hall again. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down Bears.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the nothing's going on. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Hall. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
3rd down.
Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland from 8 yards out. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Finding Washington. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A 7-yard gain. And the Colts first
Rodgers
down.
to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Open man here is Benson.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Colts first down.
And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds.
2nd down, goal to go.
He's back to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie things at 17 all.
17. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Ball again on 2nd down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
173 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First throw in overtime now for Jackson.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job with him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
At the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It was a short one caught by Loveland. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Draw play, Washington. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain of a yard.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Rodgers.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So it's a win here for the Colts. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Foxborough. On the return, here comes Achane. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Achane on the ground. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Milroe now to throw. Gets this one to Harrison. And it's a big gain on this play. Give him about 19 yards and the first down too.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
49-yard line.
Milroe looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a pickup of 46 yards.
And a pistol look now.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the game. Now they just need 2 more on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Another for Achane. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on third and goal? He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock. Their first down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting fourth down decision. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. He's got a gain of 6 there. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. Got a nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So it gives them a little room. Exactly what they needed.
And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Here's Hall once more. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
We've set it down from 37. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. And he's going to score. It's a pick six for New England. Cam Little to try the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bears nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Still going strong at the 30. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
They go right back to Hall. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They'll run for it with Hall. And this isn't going to get it. They stop him a few yards short. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. Space on the right, he's got room. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 69 yards. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Here's Achane from the pistol. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Milroe to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's being chased, and they get him right near the line. Chase Young. And that stop makes it 3rd and a very unlucky 13 now for this offense. Throwing now, Milroe. Taken in by Harrison. And that's going to be limited to a pickup of 5 if they're lucky. Good rally to the football by the defense. That brings up 4th down.
Cam Little for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Jackson throwing here. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
12. First down, Chicago.
Coming right is Hall. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming. And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
now it's Lamar. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Patriots get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Let's start this drive with Achane. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Achane again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Milroe. Got it for the 1st. He's on the move. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing here, Milroe. To the left, he's got a roll. Got some room to work. He will go! Touchdown, New England!
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Hall. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
All gets it again on 2nd down. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He was brought
Looking
down
quickly
at the
here.
13-yard line. A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Now it's Jackson. Taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Welcome back, football fans. 3rd down now as we begin our final quarter. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. He's across the 35. Inside the 45. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Chicago.
Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Keeping it on the ground. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Bears 6.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Achane, a first down carry. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Achane. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining in this game. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To the air. Milroe. Throw right side. Hauled in by Harrison. And he's going to have just enough for the first down. That throw was short, Brock. But great individual efforts. They've got a fresh set of downs.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left. It's Achane. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. 2nd down carry for Achane. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's getting third down.
Again, the ball carrier.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Third and short, it's Milroe. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bears have some new life in the fourth.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
At the 40-yard line.
Couldn't get the play off in time. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Bears gotta score in a hurry. So they're going to take their shot now at making things a one-score game. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
They needed a few things to go right to make a comeback. At the first one, well, you had to. That was not a want to. That was a have to with that field goal. Without it, tough to imagine overcoming a 2-score deficit, Kate.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs. So this is a win for the Patriots. Well, we know they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, Brock. We saw it, but